I'm here with Kim from Geranium Lake Flowers, and previously we had done this wonderful arrangement, which she showed us how to do. We're in her cutting garden at her home, and so right now you're going to show us a different way to do an arrangement, which is really unique by adding stuff into the water.
Yeah. Sometimes there's plants that are so beautiful. Look how sexy that color is. This is a redbud tree, and it has those tiny little pink flowers that bloom tight to the...
Yeah, and early in the year.
So I like the foliage. The foliage doesn't hold very well, but so what I do is I go ahead and submerge it. And you do have to make sure when you submerge anything that the water is nice and clean. This doesn't rot fast, so this looks really cool in a glass vase. It just adds a little bit of texture.
Because we do tell people all the time, you know, don't put the leaves that are on the stem in the water, but there are times when, like this situation, it does work.
Right, and then this is a little more interesting, kind of challenging vase because it's kind of, you know, it's this bulbous shape. So I'm going to go ahead and cross the stems so they don't all go, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to take some more interesting foliage. I'm stripping and putting it on the ground here, but I'll pick it up later.
And while you do that, Kim, let's talk about your cutting garden here that we're in right now. It's not something that is ever really done. Every year you add stuff to it, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I pull things out. I move. I'm a big mover.
Yeah.
Like I move rose bushes all the time. I'll, you know, kind of propagate them and just keep on moving.
Well, and you told me, and I like this a lot, she actually told me one time that if it doesn't make money for her and she can't cut flowers, it goes out. I like that because it serves a purpose that's beyond just the beauty of it, and you just continually readjust it.
Yeah, I keep circulating. This year, to be super honest, I'm not on top of it, but I think that's a good thing because it means the economy is back, and I haven't really had time to dawdle. But I still love certain things, you know, and I always take time to make sure my roses are well cared for. I pinch dead blooms.
Well, and even though you guys are technically a florist, you step outside of those boundaries, like with this wonderful wreath you have here that it's just a lot of, that looks like little violas or pansies.
Yeah.
That's technically an arrangement. It's just a living arrangement.
Yeah, that's a wreath that I made with sphagnum moss, a wreath ring. Super easy. Planted it in the early spring. And I don't know, it looks fabulous.
It really
does. And it's easy. I don't usually plant annuals, but I was a sucker this year.
You were, I have to admit, because you got 5 of them.
Yeah, and just so you know, I always plant things in odd numbers. So I always buy 5 plants, 3 plants, that sort of thing. And then you can tell that this arrangement
is looking wonderful.
Yeah, it's looking wonderful. And I have this beautiful purple Prince rose that I chose to kind of match the foliage down below. So it kind of, you know, is
you mean the red bud that's into the, yeah, it does indeed. It picks that up nicely.
So I've made my structure now. So these thinner stem alliums fit really well. And
that's because the cross stems that you were talking about earlier hold them up. That makes perfect sense.
Fabulous, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know, if you're intimidated by floral arrangement, and I think a lot of us are, and you're thinking, wow, I wish I could go someplace and learn how to do it, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to Geranium Lake Flowers website, and you can find a listing of all the different classes that they offer there. Well, thank you so much, dear Kim. It's been delightful.
Oh, thank you.